is your girl, the Doc and Tia. Yes, it is. How y'all doing on this wonderful night? I think it's December the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. And this is your girl. Y'all know I'll be working, I'll be working late. Just went back to work. So I just came on for a short while to just say this. It's getting harder and harder to trust people. Why is that, Doc? Because who can you really trust? I just stopped by to tell you that, and I'm getting right into it. Hey, Miss Jean, she's doing good. I saw her about an hour or so ago. And it's getting harder to trust people because you really don't know who you're dealing with. Hey, Miss Diane, girl, thank you for the gift again, baby. It's getting harder and harder. See, a lot of times people will say, I'm so sick of people saying that that's your family and you can trust them. No, you can't. You can't trust anybody. I live by trusting myself. That is how I really honestly live. I trust myself. I don't trust nobody else with my life or anything else. I trust myself. Now I trust Tia. Hey, Miss Eva. But I just know I want to tell y'all a short story and I'm out of here. I just know a situation where two people were friends. They actually grew up together. They actually graduated together, high school and college. They had their children. Hey, Miss Mike Carter. Hey, Miss Tammy. Hey, Miss Ivette. They had their children around the same time. Don't forget y'all to share the like, share the love, and thumbs the video up. I'm going to Facebook as soon as I finish over here. Um, yes, I want to thank you because all of you all who have done nice things, sent cards, helped me with the elderly minister. I thank you. I thank y'all more than y'all will ever know. And the reason what started me to think, I'm going to tell y'all a common story now. I'm not talking about all these people like did and all those things because them people didn't even know them folk. They just wanted, excuse me, y'all, I'm sorry. Thank you, Miss Tammy. They just wanted their children famous. Let's just be honest. And they were selling their souls for it. Hey, Miss Claudia. So, to make a long story short, they were friends. They went to high school together. They graduated college together. They had their kids around the same age. And so, one of them always had Miss Tracy. She taught her son, I don't care how long I've been knowing her. I don't care how long you've been knowing her. Thank you, Miss Mike Carter, girl. I don't care how long you've been knowing her. Don't you leave my sight when her and her children here. And when you there with her, you better not ever leave her sight. The mama had an intuition about her. Not necessarily about this friend, but how children will lie. Thank you, Miss Mike Carter. Y'all see sent the doc a super chat. Honey, things are blessing the doc. I told y'all to be wait and be patient. Y'all, something else coming. Yeah. But anyway, she told her son that. And her son remembered everything she said. Well, honey, it turns out because her son never left. Her son went over to a friend's house one day. Her son never left the friend eyesight. Even helped her in the kitchen cooking. Okay? The girl, y'all know some of these little girls tell lies now. Y'all, I don't care if y'all throw whatever darts, they tell lies. She wanted to say he had messed with her and touched her. But it wasn't true. I said they had children the same time. I never mentioned about they got married, but both of them was married. He got custody of his stepdaughter. And his stepdaughter want to lie on this young man. And the stepmother said, that can't be true. He never left my eyesight. When they went upstairs, he wouldn't even go upstairs. So eventually, the little girl say she lied. And I think it was a week or so later, they caught the man she married, daughter, and that was her daughter, but his son, and they caught them messing around at 12. But she told a lie, was gonna tell it on this young man. So and somebody brought that story back up to me today, cause it's a true story. I said, "Dang, I had forgot about that." Even though the mama did not blame the friend, cause the friend immediately said it was a lie, the mama got very skeptical about having her son, because see, they were 12. I told you they were around the same age, but her son was 13, gonna be 14. That could have ruined her son's life. So where you going with this at, the doc? You should be careful who you let your children visit. Mm-hmm. Because brothers and sisters lie on each other as well. And that tears up a whole family. So when that was brought back up to me today, I said, let me just mention this to the squad. Because if y'all have kids, or God kids, or bonus kids, or anything like that, y'all be careful. Because you can be proven innocent, and people still gonna hold it over your head. They still gonna say, he a child molester, she a child molester. They're still gonna say it. Now, you can't put this with these monsters out here with Diddy nose, I don't understand why people still don't want to believe it. Didn't R. Kelly do time, and he's still in there? Last time I checked, they moved him to North Carolina or whatever. But he was in that same prison that your lovely Diddy in. Honey, they did something to them folk. I don't care what nobody say. They say Diddy in the hospital now. The doc don't know. The doc don't know. They say lost all kind of weight. Well, that's him if he don't want to eat. Remember how he treated them people. See, y'all forget how folk treat folk. The doc don't forget. I don't forget it. He treated the women and the men like they was underclass. Like they weren't worth the bottom of his shoe. Allegedly, he drugged them. He videoed them. And he had his way with them. Let's just be honest. They didn't know what had happened to them because they was given drugs, alcohol, and everything else. They don't know what went inside of them and what didn't go inside of them. I bet you all of them went and had to be tested. They should have. 100 times I would have got out of there, I would have been tested. But I'm not so slow to take a drink from somebody. Honey, I could not be on 8 all day. And they can have food everywhere. And if it ain't my cup of tea and somebody just don't invite me, I drink nothing and I eat nothing. I can eat when I get home. Yeah. We got to stop refusing. We got to start refusing things that people offer us. We got to not be so big on our eyes and we want to taste and eat everything. See, as I was growing up, we couldn't eat at everybody's house. I don't know about y'all now, but we could. Now, my comments, okay, there they go. First time my comments went away. We couldn't eat at everybody's house. We couldn't spend the night at folk house. We just couldn't. My daddy didn't believe in that. He said, they're your friend, they want to spend the night, so they better come to this house, because y'all ain't going there. He said, no, I am not going to have my girl going, and I'm looking like a fool. One of them come up pregnant, and I don't let them went to stay at somebody's house. He said, they come up pregnant, they damn well ain't going to be that I helped them come up pregnant. That's my daddy word there. Yeah. Yeah, really, you couldn't do all that. And how little girls get up and and flancing around and sitting in men lap. We couldn't do that. Honey, you better not sit in no man lap. Honey, you better get knocked out of there. I told y'all, I was raised a certain type of way. I understand a lot of people, they said, Dr. Lisa, you were raised real old. Well, maybe so. But I thank God for my raising. I thank God that my parents made me get out and get an education. So I don't have to depend on anybody to live. I don't have to depend on a man to live. I don't have to be out here begging folk. Because when you out here begging people, they'll really make you beg. See, they ain't no good anyway. They looking to talk about you. They looking to say something about you. They really are. People are so mean and cruel that it's a shame. And something about power. People want to have power over somebody else. You can't even take care of what's going on in your house. How in the heck you going to have some type of power over me? I worship only one man. One. And you can't see him and you can't touch him. You got to have the faith to know he's there. And that's my Savior. I was talking to my sister tonight, the one I talked to. And she said, you know, Doc, the Lord really changed you. I didn't know I didn't know to take it good or take it bad. So I just hushed. I ain't saying nothing else. I waited for her to keep talking. She said, girl, the Lord has... Did you hear?
I sure did.
She said, girl, the Lord has really changed you. I said, yes, he has. I said, but honey, it's a situation that happened. It happened last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And that sister I don't deal with, she sent a text through somebody else. And I politely sent a text back and said, I don't deal with her on no terms. Do not ever send me anything she sent you. So then I had to hang up and call and say, don't send me a text. Because if y'all want to go to war, we can go to it. We can start right now. We can go to war. But don't send me no other text to somebody I don't deal with. Somebody I haven't spoken to in a year. Don't send me no text. And I made myself perfectly clear right then. I wasn't playing no games with it. I told Tim I'm not playing no games with them. You know. Anything would happen, you know what to do. You know what to do. You just come on and get the dog. And I was talking, to this sister. We were talking about it. She said, Lord, he changed you. He really did. You know why she said he changed me? Because when I received that text, the old dog would have reacted, and it wouldn't have been good. It wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have cared what nobody said. It just wouldn't have been good. And I told her, I said, I said, you can change too. Pray for it. See, I told y'all, I got down on my knees and asked God to take all that from me. I really did. I ain't never been in trouble. I ain't never been to jail or anything. But I ain't never been a pushover. And I ain't going to start now. I ain't going to start now. When May come in the next 2 years, I'm 50. I ain't finna start being nobody's sucker. No. But I said what I had to say. And everybody pushed back. Everybody halted. I said, because, honey, we can go to war. We can do whatever y'all want to do. But one thing y'all ain't going to do, what you ain't going to do, is mess with that 78-year-old woman. See, everything that pisses me off, it's all centered around my mother. Because ain't nobody else going to step to me for nothing. I don't pick at people. And they ain't going to pick at me. And they going to leave that 78-year-old woman alone. And that's on period. But I asked God to come into, I said, I know you got me. I know, God, you got me. And the cradle of your hand, you have always had me. Now, control the temper. I'm telling you, this was back in my college years. Well, I just cried out to God and asked him. I asked him, my auntie Betty, she said, baby, get down on your knees and ask the Lord. Ask him for what you want. And he'll grant it to you. She said, but that temper got to get in check. It had to. And it did. I'm nothing like I was 20 years ago. Nothing. Don't nothing even bother me like that. I laugh. Even when some stuff, and a lot of stuff don't bother Tia, but when some stuff bother Tia, she'll come in here, she'll be looking, she'll be throwing shit. I said, what's the matter? What don't happen today, Tia? I ain't going to talk about it right now, Doc. That's okay. See, I give people their space because they need it at the time. I don't talk to Tia maybe for 2-3 hours. And then I go back there and sit on that bed and say, what's going on? What's happening? And Tia, she'll tell me. I said, okay. Don't you respond to it. Don't you say one word. You don't have to react to anything. And if it continues, then we'll deal with it. And that's how we deal with it. And she'll say, Doc, you sure have changed. Because when Tia met me, now I hadn't changed then. I was changing. I was changing. I wasn't like I was 20 years ago. But I sure ain't like I am today. And I thank God for the change. I really do. I thank him for the change. Because people walk all over you if you let them. If you let them. Ain't nobody walking over me. And ain't nobody gonna get nothing through to me by somebody else. Because I'm gonna put y'all where y'all need to be. Right in y'all place. I ain't got to curse, I ain't got to fuss, I ain't got to do none of that. Because as long as don't nobody step over here on these steps, we fine. We really are. But don't you send me no messages. I ain't sent you none. You better not send me one. And that's how it should be. And if most people was like that, every time I turn on this over here on YouTube, what's going on with these folks? They unaliving their girlfriend. They stabbing them. They setting folks on fire. And what is going on? See, this is the thing. Let me just say this. If you can't make it, I don't care what type of relationship you're in. You can be in a heterosexual relationship. You can be in a bisexual relationship. You can be in a homosexual relationship. I don't care. But when that relationship becomes toxic and you about to lose your everything for it. When I mean everything, when you lose your livelihood, you start losing everything. That's right, Miss Tracy. I say that all the time. I even tell Tia that. I said, you cannot make people talk until they ready. I know that as a counselor. I'm not gonna force nobody to talk to me until they ready. Honey, I can go in there. I gotta be very careful. I went in there, I told y'all these little girl mouthing. It was about maybe 3 years ago. I knocked on the door. Grandmother came. She said, hey, baby. I knew the grandmother. I said, hey. Hugged her. She kissed me and everything. She said, I guess you came to see my granddaughter. I said, yes, ma'am, I did. She walked in the kitchen and she sat down. You can tell she had a nasty attitude from the start. And I said, hello. And she said, hey. I said, I match energy. I said, but today I don't feel like it. I asked her a question. She folded her little arms. And she didn't answer. Honey, I went in there and got on my computer. Started typing up what was going on in this thing. And I said, I asked another question. She didn't answer. I asked another question. She didn't answer. Summarized everything up. Slid that away. Got my other case notes I need to work on. And started typing. When are we finished? In 1 hour. You ain't asked anything. You ain't said nothing. I kept typing. I'm ready to talk. Okay, I thought you would be. I ain't finna make nobody do nothing. Now, do they get unruly? Some of them do. Now, I haven't personally had to call the police to come and help. The grandmother called because, in this situation, we don't have so many, but in this situation, the grandmother called. And they came. She went to YDC for a little while, but they don't care about that. They're in and out of YDC. It's just, I don't know. But counseling cannot start until you open your mouth. But I do know that sometimes when you do start, you have to kind of break the ice with the person. And if a person, like you said, Miss Coleman, if they're not ready to talk, you can't make people talk. You just can't. People will talk when they're ready. And I've learned that. And I give them that time. And so after she realized that, you're going to sit in this hour, then at the end she started talking. And things became okay. So there's a lot of scenarios. I told you I've been a lot of places, done a lot of things. And now I'm just kind of gliding into my my older years. My joy is sitting down with them old folk. You know, that one of them don't got me one of them rocking chairs. Because I said, your chair too hard. I can't sit here. Every time I get up, I think them things in my butt. What is the things that you can be that's in your butt when you get up and you're on like a bench? I don't know what it is. A splendor. I believe I got a splendor in my butt off your bench. Because my suit was snug right here on this bench. I said, that is the proof right there. She said, I wouldn't have. I said, you told that your bench told my suit. And I said, I'm going to bring it here and let you see it. You mend it back. I'm going to have to make you pay for it. She said, baby, I can't afford to pay for it. I said, oh, you going to have to pay for it. Because that bench, child, when I got back, honey, that woman had so much cushion and towels and quilts on top of it. I said, I can take this quilt on home with me, can't I? She said, you take that quilt home, the police gonna visit your house. I said, but your bench don't tow my suit. And I believe the splendor. She said, baby, I'll be back. I text you. I'll be home soon. She don't know where I'll be. I'll be in the old lady's house. That woman came back in with some stuff so stinking and a needle this long. And she was burning the end of the needle. She said, I'm finna get this splendor out your butt. Oh, Lord. I can't make this up. I said, you finna do what? She said, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Like I said, the needle this long, she don't burn the needle. Got some type of stinking stuff in her hand in a pot. You can't make it. Oh, Lord Jesus, help me, God. You can't make it up. I said, what you supposed to do? She said, I'm finna get the splinter out your ass. I said, close the hymn book. Close it up. I got to go. Lord, I laughed so hard till I got to my house. And I was running. I said, Tia, open the door. She said, what's the matter? I said, God, I've been laughing so I got to pee. She said, Doc, something wrong with you. And it may be. But I know she ain't going to do nothing with me with that. Oh, Jesus, help me. Oh, help me. Oh, God, help me. Y'all don't understand. You would have to be that Till over here laughing. Because Till thinks something really wrong with me. But now, I would have loved to see that, y'all. The woman was coming after me with that. This is a true story. I went to my medical doctor the next day. Y'all know. Till said, I ain't never seen nobody who don't have no appointment. Who walk up to that counter and her card. This is for my copay. And tell the doctor, this Dr. Lisa. Tia said she ain't never seen it. She said that you ain't got not one appointment. And they said, Doc, you have an appointment? I said, yes, I do. I do. Go back there and tell Dr. B I'm up here. Yes, tell him Lisa's here. Yeah, I got an appointment now. Or tell his, oh, God, help. Or tell, oh, Lord, Jesus, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, what is Jeff here? What is it? His nurse practitioner. That's who he is. I taught him many months ago. Honestly, I did. He came to the door. He said, what's the matter, Doc? I said, hold on. And I whispered in his ear. He said, okay, I'll go tell him. And the girl said, ma'am, did you have an appointment? I said, I did. I had an appointment. I text the doctor, and he said, come in. I have an appointment, okay? And I said, straighten them. Straighten them over there. I don't know who they are, but you straighten them. Because I don't like the tone they taking. And the other girl, she said she had an appointment. He came up here and told us to pull a folder. I said, baby, you must be new. She said, yes, ma'am, I am. I said, I hope you continue to be here with that attitude. She said, I'm sorry. I just didn't know. I said, well, when you don't know, just ask. We always got a nasty attitude. Always. Yeah, we do. And I straight them attitudes straight. But anyway, make a long story. He got me on back there, you know. I said, I can't let you do it. You got the doc got to come in. I can't. I ain't putting out there for you to tell the doctor to come on in. And he came in and he said, he gonna prep you and get you ready. Not get on that table. And if I have a chance, I always text and said, Till, they treat me real bad in here. And Till don't answer the phone. I call my mama. I said, Mama, they treat me real bad. Can you come up here? She said, where you at? I said, the doctor office. She said, you probably treat them bad. If it's a problem, he'll call me. And she hung up the phone. And she called back. She said, go ahead and let him get the splinter out your butt. I said, do everybody in town know that I have this splinter? But anyway, it was actually a splinter on my backside. He removed it. He put some type of stuff on it and everything. And they bandaged it. And I went right on by my little old lady house. I said, you have injured me. I can't come no more. I've been forbidden to come over here because I get hurt here. She said, what they say? What they say? I said, child, look at this big pad they got back here. I can't say that. I can't even work for a week. She said, they put you off of work for a week. Now I'm lying now, y'all. I said, for 1 week, you going to make me lose money. Long as you been there, you ain't got no time. She said, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. What can I do? I know your family mad at me. I said, he took it out. Put a bandage back there and I'll be back to work tomorrow. I said, actually, I'm just coming from work. I've been at the doctor from the doctor early this morning. She said, baby, I was hoping he would see you. Hoping? The only way he wasn't going to see me, he must have wasn't going to be there. Because he was going to see me, wasn't he, Tia? He going to see me now. Tia don't believe it. Tia said, you got an appointment out. Yeah, I got one. She said, do you really got one, Doc? I said, didn't I tell you, Tia, I got an appointment. Don't keep questioning me. I got an appointment. And when Tia called back and said, Doc, are you? I said, girl, I'm back here sitting in the room. What are you talking about? Didn't I tell y'all I had an appointment? But you can't tell this girl nothing. But anyway, to make a long story short, she went and bought all these cushions and all her, quilts that she had put together and put it on the bench and had the cushion. So when I come, I be sitting on all the cushions. I said I would feel better if I had one of them rocking chairs. Why all them rocking chairs on that porch? If you bring one of them rocking chairs in, let's put some of this cushion in now. And when I come here, I want to sit right here by you, and I'm going to bring you a table and put right here. I said, because I'm sick of Tia taking my table away from my recliners. I said, so we're going to put one right here, and we're going to rock and watch Jeopardy together. She said, okay, it's gonna be ready for you when you come. Nah, I didn't get back there soon. She called. She said, I don't rearrange my whole living room. And where you at? We ain't looked at Jeopardy now. And when they say that, I got to go. I said, Tia, I got to go. Let me go and meet with the old lady before you get home. And I go meet with my old lady. Now, one of them want to meet Tia. The rest of them say, Tia take too much of your time. When we call you, Tia pick up the phone and say, she gonna call you back. She's busy. She taking a bath. She on the computer, anything. She on live. I said, the only thing you gotta do is click on live. They said that when we go click on it. I said, but Tia don't try to do anything. She don't try to keep me from y'all. But that's just some fun facts about the elderly. But I did mean it when I say be careful about letting your children be in the room with other children, and they can be older. They will tell lies on them. That was the whole gist of the whole thing. But I love y'all, and God loves you more. Miss Mike Carter, you'll never forget about me. You don't. And I always look for something. Because, honey, it may be right around the corner. I like to throw things and surprise things and don't tell you. I just like to do it. But thank you. Thank all y'all for tapping in because you could have been somewhere else. We appreciate it. Y'all, please help us build this channel. Help me build YouTube. You know I'm over here a lot. I really want to build YouTube. And Tia really want to do some cooking. And this is the thing. Miss Mike Carter, thank you for being a subscriber. Over in YouTube, we're ascending every subscriber a gift. And I think Tia said they were going to be out before Valentine's. It's going to be something for Valentine's, Miss. That's over here on YouTube, my subscribers. And all my super chats, which T has sent one, Miss Teresa and Randy has sent one, and Miss Mike Carter. We're going to reward you all back over here because we really want to have a presence over here. But this is the thing. If you can't afford, that's fine. Just keep clicking. Keep clicking for the dot. And that's what we want. But I thank Miss Mike Carter. Miss Mike Carter support us. She support our elderly ministry. Miss Yvette support us. You may not see a badge by Miss Yvette's name, but Miss Yvette is a supporter of mine. And several other people. You may not necessarily see a badge, but they support the ministry. They really do. And we appreciate it. Now, y'all, I'm headed to Facebook, so y'all come on. I love you. God loves you more. Y'all, this is the Dr. Tittle. We're out on YouTube on this Tuesday night. Is it Tuesday? Okay. We'll see y'all later.